As I look back, I'm so impressed with Judge's traditions, academic excellence, athletic achievement, and most importantly, just the long tradition of success that Father Judge has had. And I'm happy to see it not only from my graduation and my friends, but continued through my son and his friends who have recently graduated and are just doing outstanding in college. And it's been a tremendous legacy of the 50 years of Judge and the 25 years of the alumni. And you look back and you see what Judge guys are all about. And it is a tradition of success.
Those Catholic values, I think, have just become more and more important to me as I've grown older. As I've become a father, as I see these young men walk in the halls of Father Judge today, I really appreciate the values that were instilled in us as we were youngsters. You see how important these things are in today's world. And there were people at Father Judge who made sacrifices in their professional lives to make sure that we had the education and the moral values that would be important to go on in life and become successful people.
I mean, here you had, pubescent cultural vulgarians, and they were attempting to transform us into Salesian gentlemen. And I don't know if it took right away, but hopefully after a period of time, some of the lessons that they were attempting to impart did take hold.
I remember always being told that you can do, if you want to excel in school or in life, you can do it through Judge.
I learned that you really need to treat people with respect if you want to be respected as a leader.
How I got back to Judge is, I look up and I say thank you quite often. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. And to go back in my first year there, see so many teachers that I had that are still in the building. When some Catholic schools tend to have a revolving door, those people are passionate about the school and they really believe in what we're trying to sell. I consider it an honor to be in the same category as them.
The first day, I'll never forget it. There were like wooden steps, so we all went up, and it was a rude awakening from being pampered by the nuns, and then going to a big school like that. The gym wasn't finished. The auditorium was just about finished. A lot of stuff in the hallways, trim and stuff wasn't up. So, I mean, it was chaotic, and of course, they had a lot of young priests and misters. This was their first time out of the box also. So they were searching as we were searching. And the only fortunate thing about being the first graduating class was we could always go over to the schoolyard. We were always allowed to go over. None of the other classes could go, just the senior class. So since we were seniors for 3 years, we always got to go.
Lasting friendships. Fellows I met at Judge, not particularly from my neighborhood. They were classmates at Judge, and we became very tight and have stayed strong friends since graduation.
I was a freshman, I think, in '68, that the seniors, the last class day before Thanksgiving, would have a turkey dinner. I don't know if they're still doing it today. Apparently they're not, but at least for that short period of time, I guess late 60s, early 70s, there was always a Thanksgiving feast in the cafeteria.
One of my fondest memories is a sports memory. Before each football game, we would have a team mass. And then after team mass, our coach, Tommy Coyle, would take us around to the Mary statue up front of the school.
Before you head out to a game, there's so many things that go through your mind. I think it's important for you to really ground yourself and think about where you come from and what it is you represent. And we take one last walk around the school. We spend time in front of the statue of Mary and say a quick prayer. We spend time before the monument to the 27 fallen Father Judge graduates of the Vietnam War. And we just take a little bit of those 27 with us every time we take the field. Times may have changed, but guys have the same interest. They're still interested in girls, and they're still interested in cars, and they're just interested in going on and becoming successful students, successful athletes. And you hope that in 15 more years, maybe 20 years, we look back and hopefully I was a part of some young men's lives who've gone on to become successful parents, successful business people, and just overall just great people for our community.
Walk the halls at Father Judge. Our future is great. These are fine young men, outstanding young men. And I'm always amazed at the traditions and the caliber of the type of young men that come through Father Judge. stay in that mode that we've established as our guys, their Judge guys.
Really, I just want to wish Father Judge, you know, the best. I want to wish him the best of luck on not only the 50 years that we've already accomplished, but hopefully there's great things to come in the next 50.
Happy 50th anniversary, Father Judge.
Happy anniversary, Father Judge.
Happy 50th anniversary, Father Judge High School.
Happy 50th anniversary, Father Judge.
Happy 50th anniversary, Father Judge.
Happy 50th anniversary, Father Judge.